Welcome to the only place where real, raw, and vulnerable conversations happen with IFBB Bikini Pros to give you an inside look at their struggles, strategies, mindset, passions, and all of life beyond the stage. This podcast is made to inspire, motivate, and remind competitors and the average gym goer that even the most extreme lifestyles and elite athletes have their ups and downs. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm your host, Celeste Rains-Turk, and now it's time for the Confessions of a Bikini Pro podcast. Today's guest got into bodybuilding in 2022 after her boyfriend and now husband randomly signed up for a show in 2021. And this athlete coached herself for the first year of her competition journey and then signed up with her coach alongside with her husband, who also signed up with the same coach. And she works full-time as a service rep for a healthcare company, has a bachelor's degree in medical laboratory science and a master's in regulatory affairs. She and her husband work together in their business, Jacked Rabbit Coaching, supporting lifestyle and contest prep clients in person and online. Welcome to the show, Marissa McGee. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah, you? I am great. I'm happy that you're here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Good. I'm glad. And of course, I got to ask you if there's anything you do or think about, or maybe a ritual you have right before your heel hits the stage.
Honestly, no ritual.
Wow.
I just kind of vibe backstage, like by myself usually. One thing this year at Universe, that's the national show I went pro at.
Mm-hmm.
So me and her name's Lynn, she got second in my class and went pro. We actually prayed together. I'm not a religious person by any means, but we held hands and we prayed together.
Oh,
and
I love that.
We just both were like, we got this, we're going pro today. We both didn't care who got first, who got second. We both were just so happy for each other. But
wow.
Yeah, it was, so not a ritual by any means. I don't know if she usually prays before shows, but it was just a surreal moment.
Wow. So did you all connect at that show, or had you been connected previously?
So we did NPC Nationals in December together.
Okay.
And I don't remember following her from that show, but then she popped up on my feed and she was doing, I think she did junior Nats, I want to say. And I was like, oh, I kind of remember her. I followed her and we were messaging. And then I was like, oh, she's definitely going pro at Universe. Like, we're going to be in the same class. And we, ever since Universe, like, we message all the time. And
Aww.
Now we're really good friends. I wish she lived closer.
Oh, I love that. I love the connections that this sport can bring us.
Yeah. And it goes to show your hard work. Because Lynn, I believe she got like 9th at NPC Nationals. It really goes to show hard work pays off, because not even 6 months later, she went pro.
Yes, exactly. It's so surreal to think about too, like how you could be really debating on, should I quit right now? Should I stop? Should I take time away? Or you can keep pushing, and that paid off for her.
100%. And I mean, it did for me too. It just took me like about a year from the time I did NPC Nationals. I think it was 2023. Mm-hmm. And then to 2024, I jumped from 10th to 3rd. So it took me a little bit longer.
Yes, actually, I was going to ask you about that. Like, you were so close to your pro card then. So you went from 10th to 3rd. So it's like 10th is, okay, I'm in the mix. I'm not out of it totally. And then 3rd is like, shoot, I'm right there. I could taste it. So when you finally had your moment in 2025, not too long ago, how did you feel? Like, when they called your name for the pro card win, how did you feel?
So I thought I was getting second. Like, I was like, I'm getting second. I'm fine. I'm going pro. Like, Lynn's got it. And my coach was like, live in the moment. Like, before I stepped on stage for finals, I was like, I'm fine. everything's going well. Like, I'm probably going pro. I'm getting second. I was like, I'm living in the moment. I'm so happy with myself. Like, and then they called Lynn's name for second, and I blacked out. I don't remember them calling my name. I don't remember them saying new IFBB Pro. I was like, what? Because I wasn't expecting that. I was like, all right, I got second. Like, I'm so happy. And then I just blacked out. I can't even tell you the feelings. I was crying on stage.
Yeah, I
My
love
husband and
that.
coach were both emotional. Like, my husband didn't even he didn't even capture the moment of me like crying. He captured me on the side and then me with the pro card. I'm like, awesome, nice. I'm gonna have to go ahead and buy those pictures.
Yes, definitely.
It was just the feeling of all the hard work, and I was so happy with just going pro that first place in my mind was not even, I just didn't even, not that I didn't believe in myself. I was just like, Lynn looks too great. Like, I'm so happy with second. And then it happened. I was like, what? Me? Excuse me? Okay.
So, oh my gosh. So when you had left prejudging, you knew, okay, I'm in that top two.
So yes and no. I thought I was either second or third.
Oh, okay.
I was like debating myself. I looked at photos and I'm like, no, like maybe I'm not top two, like maybe I'm third again. But I did cry after prejudging. Me and Lynn both cried after prejudging. But I was like, no. Then I started second guessing myself. I was like, no, maybe I get third. Maybe, it's okay. Maybe this isn't my time. So I started second guessing myself.
Oh, and
Yeah.
then when you actually got called for first, you're like,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice surprise.
Yeah, it really was. And I didn't expect anything out of Universe. Like, my expectations going into it were like, whatever happens, happens. Like, I got third. Like, if I don't go pro, it is what it is. It's not my time. I didn't really think of, like, if I did go pro, okay, now what's next?
Yeah.
Like, I truly didn't think of that.
You were just really living for whatever was going to happen.
Yeah. Because at that point, I was like, I've done all that I can do. And every single day of this past, like, prep, I really didn't want to be in prep.
Really?
Yeah. So I did a regional show a month before Universe, and that wasn't going to be part of the plan. And at 10 weeks out, my coach was like, hey, like, you should probably do Atlantic States. My husband was already doing it. He's been in prep for a couple weeks at that point. And my coach was like, yeah, you should probably do it too. And I'm like, what? Oh, okay. I thought I had a month left of off season. Okay.
Yeah.
So hopped into prep 10 weeks out, and just every day I was like, all right, I'll do prep today. I literally took it day by day.
Wow. What was it that was it just because off season you were liking so much, or what was it?
It's just because I only had 3.5 months of off season, and I like to mentally prepare for prep, and I like to know exactly when I'm going to start. So it just caught me off guard. I started a month earlier than anticipated, and I was like, oh, man, all right, I guess. And every day I was like, I'll just do it for today. I'll do it one more day, just today. So truly the entire prep, I had no expectations, and I was truly taking it meal by meal, cardio session by cardio session. So if I can do it, anybody can. Yes. Anybody can. Yes. And if you are doubting yourself, or you don't want to be in a prep, take it day by day, hour by hour. Take a nap.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
that solves a lot.
Yeah. So it was, and I ended up doing the regional show, and I got first in my class. And that show, I was already qualified for nationals, and that one I truly did to have fun with my husband. Because I was like, what if it is our last regional show together? And it was.
Yeah. So awesome.
I could have gotten last place, and I would have been like, yeah, it is what it is. I already, whatever. I had 10 weeks to prep, and we're bringing the best. And if it's not first place, that's okay. But I got first place, so I was happy.
I love that. Yeah, that's so awesome. And honestly, like, it must have been meant to be for you guys to do that show just for that reason. And then after that show, were you like, okay, I'm loving prep now? Or were you still like, hmm?
I wasn't loving prep, uh, because it was just like I was stage ready, and now I had a month. When you're in between shows, you're already stage ready, and
Yeah.
now you're like balancing. You don't want to gain, you don't want to lose. You're just staying exactly where you are, and I think that's the hardest spot to be.
Especially for a month. Like, I think the sweet spot is like 1 to 2 weeks. But when you start looking at 3, 4, even 5 weeks between shows, like this year I did that, and it was incredibly challenging to go from an April 3rd show to a May 4th show. Like, that gap felt really, really long.
It's the longest month of your life.
Like, I still had to get slightly leaner, but like we couldn't go, and we ended up getting much leaner, honestly. But like, so we were still pushing, but it felt like a lot. Like my body was already just, and it was just that
Yeah.
last push was really difficult.
Yeah. And it's not that I don't even think I lost. I think I was the same weight for both shows. So I didn't
It
lose
literally
any
just
more.
maintained.
Yeah. And food
That's
went up like a couple of days, but not much. And I was like, oh, okay. We're
that's
just
the hard
really
part. You get
just
to tease. Like if you fed into the show a little bit, you're like, oh sweet. But then you can't keep reversing for the next 5 weeks into the next show.
so we peaked for my regional, but it wasn't to the extent we did for universe. Like we peaked. We made myself look good, but I knew there was more in the tank. Like I knew my glutes could be a lot fuller, but we didn't go aggressive with the peak. And I liked how I looked, and the one judge found me backstage and he was like, don't change a thing, like go into universe. And I was like, well, that's the plan. And in my brain I'm like, we didn't really peak how we would have for a national show. So in my brain I'm like, he says don't change a thing, but I know my physique could be a little bit better than this. So
Yeah, so then you're playing that game mentally where you're like, I should change a little, right? But he said
yeah,
don't change anything. So how
yeah,
did you navigate that?
left it to my coach.
Yeah, yeah, it's probably the best thing you could have done.
It doesn't matter what I think because I have prep goggles on. I don't care if I think we could.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter. Like he looks at
Exactly.
me and I trust him fully. From coaching myself, that first prep, I was like, I don't know. And ever since that first show with him, I trust him fully. Like he could do something so out of the box, and I would trust him fully. And
Wow.
yeah, I knew that because I know his coaching style, and I knew that he still wanted to peak me for the regional show, but I knew we would bring something better to the national stage, regardless of what the feedback was. Like, don't change a thing. We were like, yeah, okay, we're gonna we're gonna bring my body in full.
Nice.
Yeah,
So what'd you do differently?
more carbs and more. I don't know if it was more salt. I know definitely a lot more carbs. My body loves carbs and my body loves fats.
Nice.
And we were basically feeding me every 45 minutes on show day,
Wow. Yeah, your body
just
was going through it, huh?
just to keep that look.
It's awesome.
And then he did add, I think, a little bit more salt, like right before stage, just to keep a pump. And after I won and I like stood backstage waiting for everyone else to get their pro cards, I was like, wow, I wish I had more salt. Like you just stand back in the one corner and all of your stuff is over in the
Yeah.
other area. And I'm like, man, does anybody have any salt? I asked and
Right?
I was like, no, okay, all right. I'm like, so if you're class A, you're going to be standing back there for a really long time and you're going to lose your pump.
Yeah, I learned the hard way, like in my time competing, like this year I would bring some salt with me if I knew we were gonna be, if I saw they were like, okay, we're lining up, and then you go up there. So I'm just gonna bring my salt with me. I'll bring my little Reese's cup with me. And then when they tell you you can't bring anything, everything's left, but you can at least keep some salt in your hands. Kind of gross, but you can.
I don't know how I would do that though. That was my thing, is like I didn't think about it because the stage is here and all of your stuff is over on this side, and when you win your class you're on this side, and they're like, don't leave.
Oh, yeah, no, so you had already
Yeah,
been on stage.
yeah, I won my pro
Oh, then
card.
that's impossible. Yeah,
Yeah,
you could not have done
yeah,
that.
I won my pro card and I had to wait for everyone else to win first in their class so we could
Oh,
do
to
the
then do
overall.
the overall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Hmm.
that is interesting that there's not a opportunity for y'all to stay pumped.
I know, because I'm like, wow, oh, I'm class A, so I'm first on, first off, and then I'm just standing there in my feelings by myself. I like stood in a corner. I'm like, all right, I really got to calm down. Like, okay. And I tried looking for my coach, my husband. Like, I peeked out, couldn't find them. I'm like, okay, great. I'm just gonna stand here by myself and like talk to myself, basically.
Yeah, and all those emotions flowing through you too.
Yeah, the guy who like helped us get off stage, he was like, all right, you really got to stop crying. Like, you got to get back on for the overall. And I'm like, oh yeah, oh all right, oh yeah.
I love that. That's amazing.
So yeah, it was very emotional.
Some people say like they wouldn't want their pro card if they won it in second place, but you were like sounding like if even if you had, you would have been so
Yeah.
happy. And I'm the same way as you. Like if I had won my pro card at all, let alone even second place, I'd be like, hell yeah, that's a pro card. Like I'm happy about that.
Because I knew how good Lynn looked. Like, we both were like, if we get first or second to each other, we're happy with it because we both knew we looked so good. Like, both of
Hmm.
us were our peak physiques. Like, nothing could have looked better. Like, we both knew, and I was fine with second because she looked so good. Like, we
Yeah,
both looked like pros, so it didn't matter to me.
exactly. Yeah, it's
And
not like they're just handing them out like candy to
no,
y'all. Yeah.
no, and I won by 1 point.
That's crazy.
1 point. So I knew it was a split decision.
Yeah.
And I looked and I was like, I knew it was a split decision between me and her. It could have went either way. And
What was the feedback after that show?
don't change a thing.
No way, you weren't told anything else, like for entering the pro league, nothing.
I could just grow.
That is awesome. So then you,
Nothing was glaringly wrong or I could improve on, just grow.
that's awesome.
And I obviously knew I have to grow. Everything's proportional to me,
Uh-huh.
and my measurements are like, my chest is 36 and a quarter and my glutes are 36 and a half.
Oh, that's great.
So I am proportional from top
Yeah.
to bottom, and I'm like, okay, just get bigger everywhere.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you had actually, and I want to talk about your strategies for that because you had put on 10 pounds. I was looking at that photo you had recently posted of that 10-pound difference. I think that was 23 to 25.
Yep.
So, what do you attribute that growth to?
So off season is my friend,
Yes, we like
and food is your friend. I do not stay lean in the off season. If you see me, you'd be like, "Do you even bodybuild? Like, you look a little like heavier." And because I'm 4'11" and I gain a good amount of fat in the off season, and I don't care.
that.
I I like enjoying my life in the off season. I don't like being lean,
Yeah.
and I train so hard, and I eat good food, and I purposely eat carbs and fats around my training.
Good.
And if you think you're training hard, train harder. Like,
So, had you always been that way, or did you have to learn that?
I learned it from my coach. So my coach
Huh.
is a classic pro, and I trained with him for the first time, like when we first started together. I thought I was training hard, and then I trained with him, and I said, I'm not training hard.
What was different?
Just the intensity and him pushing me. And he's like, no, you can get one more. And I'm like, no, I can't. And I would get one more. And it's just having that person push you. Because I thought I was pushing myself. My husband thought he was pushing himself. But having someone there being like, no, you're getting 5 more, and helping you and assisting you, I was like, oh, I could work harder.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So do you guys train together often?
My husband and me?
Yeah. Now that you guys have both done a session with your coach.
No.
No.
Not
Sounds
really.
like you're like, we don't like that. We train individually.
We try so hard to work out together, and the minute he's like trying to correct me, I'm like, never mind, I'm good. I'm leaving. I go and do my own thing. And we train. I mean, he just does so much weight, and I hate having to take the weight off and put it back on. And I'm like, I'm good. I'll just do my own thing. I'll train back with him because he needs more lower lats, and I can hit lower lats really good, and that's like the only workout I'll do with him.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, anything else, just let me do by myself. I'm good.
Yeah, you're like, I'll call you if I need a spot.
Correct. And even if he's not around, like we go to the same gym now. Back when we first started competing, he worked an hour and a half away from our house. So he would drive to work.
Whoa.
Yeah, he would work, and then he would go to the gym. So
Y'all
we
never saw each other, huh?
No, we didn't see each other for like days at a time, or we'd see each other for like 30 minutes, but he would work out, do his thing, and I would do my thing. So we're so used to working out separately.
Yeah.
And now we finally get to go to the gym together, and I get to wave to him like, hi.
That's my
Great.
gym crush over there.
Here he is. And then we drive home together.
I love that. You're like, it was a good workout? Yeah, good workout. Okay.
Yep. I'm like, nice. Did you have a good workout? What'd you do today? I didn't even see you. Okay.
Yeah, I love that. That's awesome. I think that's nice sometimes. Like I like a mix, but my husband, he doesn't do bodybuilding. But when he's come to the gym with me a couple times, it was usually only because he was gonna do cardio with me in the morning. But I'm like, I can't wait till he gets like he had neck surgery recently. So I'm like, I can't wait for him to get back in there with me and like us start lifting together because I wanna because now that I'm not like in prep mode or anything or comp mode, I'm just like, that'd be fun to train with him. But then there's this other part of me that like I need my like training time. And I was talking to him, I'm like, after baby comes, like my butt wants to get in the gym, not even for any reason other than like I love being in the gym. Like I want to just move my body and do what is still me. Like, you have things that just like they're part of who you are.
By the way, congrats.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
so excited. How are you feeling?
I feel great, honestly. Like, I can't complain at all. It's been easy peasy. Like, exhaustion was the only thing, which post prep, I was like, oh, I'm just like exhausted because of prep. And then it's like, no, you're growing.
Just kidding. You're growing somebody in there.
Yeah. Like, actually, you have to stop drinking that much caffeine now.
So you feel very tired.
Yeah, I was. And now I'm like mostly good. So yeah, I can't complain.
Oh, I have a girl. She competed. It was like about a year and a half ago. And then it was maybe 2 years ago now. And she got pregnant and she was so nervous to tell me.
Aww.
And I was like, no, I'm so excited for you. Like, you want this. I was like, listen, competing, the stage will always be there. Like, you can always come back, go live your life, go have your baby, come back to me when you're ready. Even if it's not for competing,
Yeah.
And we worked together through almost her entire pregnancy up until I want to say like the last like month.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and it's just her and her husband were like, yeah, we're ready, we're having babies. I said, go for it, have fun, like,
hell yeah.
Come back when you're ready. The stage will always be there.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Even if you don't want to compete, you can still be a bodybuilder.
Right. The only difference is like you slap a tan on and
Correct.
heels and a suit and you've prepped for the stage. But you
Correct.
always, most of what we do is improvement season. Like you said, you love the off
Yep.
season. It treats you well. And it's like, yeah, that is life as a bodybuilder.
Yep. And people take like I've seen girls who are so strict in the off season, and it's like you're not even. I mean, if you enjoy that, great for you, but it couldn't be me. It could
So
not be.
what's your look? What does yours look like? Your off season compared to like prep?
Um, I still eat all like my prep foods, but I'll have like if there's a party or like someone's getting married, like I'm going and I'm gonna eat that food. I'm not bringing a prep bowl. I'm not bringing my prepped food. Like
And no, not me either. In an improvement
I'm,
season, no.
yeah, like I'm gonna go eat. I don't. Who cares? Like I love living my life and I love bodybuilding. And for me, if I brought my prep food with me in the off season, I would burn out so quickly and I'd be like, this isn't for me. I hate this because you, I mean, food isn't everything, but also I don't know when I want to enjoy food. Like,
Yeah, of course. Like it's not just fuel. It's fuel for enjoyment, for
yeah,
social, for cultural.
yeah. And, I mean, some people are so happy bringing their little prep foods, but I just let me enjoy my life, and I was in prep for so long though that I was like, I'm ready for the off season again. Like I love food and I love going places, and it just sucks when you're like going somewhere and you have to bring your food, and even if they're bodybuilders, you just feel kind of like,
Yeah.
eh, yay, here's my food, and then I have to smell your nice food over there. I'm like, wow, okay. Nice. I travel for work a lot,
Oh, do
and
you?
I traveled to Minnesota
Uh-huh.
3 weeks out from my show.
Talk about prep and food.
And I never ever check a bag, but I checked a bag. It had all my food in it. I get there, there's no microwave.
Look, I can eat cold food and all, but if I'm expecting a microwave,
I was
that's
like,
disappointing.
awesome. So I had to eat cold food the entire week, and they keep us busy on these work trips. And I had to bring my food in my backpack, like to a different location. I didn't have a car, so we would like carpool.
Oh
And
gosh.
yeah. And then there was like corporate dinners and corporate get togethers. And then there's just me like, oh no, I'm good. I'm good. I'll eat when I get back. Thank you. Like,
Oh, yeah. It's like you don't mind explaining that you're a competitor. You don't mind having to do that, but there's also this other part of you that's like, I, and how do I describe this? I guess as a bodybuilder, you can't hide that you're a bodybuilder on prep. You just can't hide it. Not in
no,
situations like that. So having to always explain it or prepare for that is sometimes annoying, I'll be honest.
it is. But luckily, a lot of my, like all my coworkers know I'm a bodybuilder, and they ask questions because they're genuinely curious.
Yeah.
And I have like a really close coworker. He's like joking like about me being in prep, and he's like, "Oh, can you have this?" I'm like, "No, I can't." And he just thinks it's so funny. I'm like, "No, I'll just eat my pre-meal. Like, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
okay."
Yeah.
Just let me go. And then meanwhile, he has a full plate of like all this different food. I'm like, okay, eat for me, please. Eat all the good food
Yeah.
for me.
Enjoy. Thanks. Well,
Yeah,
I think that's probably why you have like positive off seasons, though, is because you are allowing yourself to have a bit more flexibility.
and as soon as you tell me I'm in prep, there's like a little switch in my brain that flips. And I'm like, oh, I'm in prep, okay. And then
Yeah.
immediately strict. Like as soon as my coach is like, we're in prep, I'm like, oh, okay. We're good. We're good to
Yep.
go. We're gonna lock in.
Yeah. You're like, okay, so this means this is how this looks now. It's gonna be different.
Yeah. And I think I contribute my success in bodybuilding because I'm not strict in the off season. I
Mm.
don't want to burn out. I like this sport and I want to go far. And I just know myself. I know I would get burnt out, and I would quit immediately if my life had to be structured meal by meal by meal every single day of my life. I think I would have a mental breakdown.
Honestly, though, no, for real. Like, and I think if we don't, like us as athletes, we're the most equipped to have meals that aren't perfectly tracked or measured year round. Like, we are most equipped because we spend so much time in prep that we can apply a lot of that knowledge and that insight out of prep. But yet, even though we're the most probably capable, we're the least trusting in ourselves because we've gotten so used to like everything's got to be tracked and measured and be perfect in order to be meaningful. And it's just, we have to have a little more trust in ourselves as athletes.
And that's me. And also, I tell my husband this all the time. I hate the word perfect. No one's perfect, ever.
Yeah.
No one is ever perfect. And if you try to be perfect, you're going to fail every single time. You set realistic small goals for yourself. You're never going to be perfect. Mm-hmm. I'm not perfect. No one is. You're a human being. We're striving for progress, not perfection, in any and every aspect, in work, in bodybuilding, in life. I just, people who strive to be perfect, they're unhappy with themselves because you're never going to be perfect, ever. Right. And once you realize that, you're a lot happier. Like, please don't be perfect. You'll never achieve that. Achieve small goals and achieve progress.
Mm-hmm. Love that.
As long as you're progressing, you're going to be happy. And
exactly.
And don't set unrealistic expectations. If you're like just starting out bodybuilding, you've never even done a show, and you're like, I'm going pro. Let's calm down. Let's reel it in. Like, your expectation and your goals. You know what? I want to do a show for the first time. That should be your expectation and goal. Okay, we got our placing. Next one, my goal is to get first. Like, you want small goals that you can meet them, and you will never be unsatisfied.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And like me going into a pro debut, I'm not expecting anything. Literally nothing. Like, I know what I want for myself, but I expect nothing. I'm starting at the bottom of the barrel, and if I get last, I get last. Like, it is what it is. Like, you go in, for me, all I want for a pro debut is to look better than what I looked at Universe.
Love that.
So as long as I look better, a placing is a placing.
Exactly.
And this is a sport where it could be your day or it couldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on who shows up, who the judges are, who's, you could be the best you could possibly be, and it still might not be enough, and that's okay.
Right. Exactly.
It's just not your day.
That's right. And it's okay. It's probably going to be your day is going to be Sunday, but you'll have less days that are your day.
Correct. Correct. And what's meant to be will be. It truly is. Like, the girl who got third, I think her name's Kristen. Her Instagram's Cilantro Lifts, but
love that.
She got third at Universe, and I was like, you're next. Like, today might not have been your day, but you're next. And she went pro at the next show.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
So it just goes to show it might not be your day, and that's okay. It's okay. It is what it is. Like, you can be sad, you can be upset, you can vocalize that to your close people, and then keep on moving.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is what it is at that point.
Yeah. And honestly, I think the way you make peace with your career as an athlete is you actually celebrated the process more than the outcome. So, like, you were really happy that you executed on your plan. You were really happy that you executed with your workout and you did the best you could that day, or your cardio. If you celebrate what you're doing to get to the end result, you're going to be more likely to repeat it and more likely to enjoy it. Where now it's like you could get to the end of the journey and never have won first place or never actually get your pro card, but you could go, I had a really great time.
Yeah, and it took me a long time to realize that. Like, I wanted nothing. Like, I didn't want a pro card when I first started. I was like, oh, I just want to do this for fun with my husband, well, boyfriend, fiance, now husband. Like, we just truly wanted to do this for fun together. And then me getting third at NPC Nationals, I was like, wow. I wanted first call-outs, I got first call-outs, but now I'm like, no, I was like, wow, I got third. Like, I was one short, and I was so sad. I was one short from my pro card. And I wasn't sad about that. I was sad because I asked for feedback from Sandy, and she said, don't change a thing. And I'm like, don't change a thing, but I got third. I was like, that's what I was so sad about. I was like, I could not have done anything better, and I still would have gotten third.
Yeah,
I'm like, so for me, I wanted that criticism. I wanted that feedback. Like, why didn't I get first? Why didn't I get second? Like, what was it? And it wasn't anything. It just wasn't my day.
Yeah.
I'm like, awesome. I was so upset because I wanted feedback.
Right.
I look for the feedback. I'm like, don't change a thing. Okay, well, I'm gonna change everything.
You're like, on that note.
I was like, don't change a thing, but I'm gonna get bigger. Like, okay. So that was a hard pill for me to swallow. Don't change a thing, but I got third. And I was like, no, I'm going to change. I'm gonna get bigger. I'm gonna show you that I am deserving. And going into this season, I was like, I don't even care. Like, I truly don't care. Like, it is what it is. Like, I was doing it to do it, and whatever happened, happened.
Yeah.
Like, because I did change. I truly was happy with my physique. I was truly, even though I didn't want to be in this prep, I was like, I'm happy with how I'm looking. I'm proud of this, whatever happens. Like, it's meant to be if it happens.
Oh, yeah. No, that's exactly right. And I think that's probably why you were able to be satisfied along the way.
Yeah.
And, you know, what kind of stands out to me, too, about your journey is you had a very successful start coaching yourself, but you still decided to hire a coach. So what made you decide, okay, I'm going to go get a coach? And how did that approach maybe challenge you or change you as opposed to coaching yourself?
So coaching myself, I was doing it for fun. Like, I truly was like, oh, yeah, me and Matt are doing this for fun. Like, I love this. And then we did PA muscle. And at that show, I got first in my class, and my friend Brooke won the overall. I was like, awesome, this is so much fun. Like, I love doing this. My husband got, like, I don't even know if he got fifth. He didn't do well. And he met Matt Greggo, which is who our coach is now. Mm-hmm. And he met him in the bathroom, and he was like, yeah, I need help. I need a coach. And so he signed up with him, and I was at work like the following week whenever he signed up, and he was like, hey, Matt wants to talk to you, like, maybe about signing on. I was like, oh, I wasn't looking for a coach. Like, I don't really need one. I got first place. Like, why would I need a coach? I talked to him. We instantly clicked. we have the same exact birthday. We were born on the same day, same year. And
wow.
we're very similar. And I was like, you know what? I'll sign up. What do I have to lose? I said, you know what? We're both going to be coached by the same person. I was like, I really vibe with him. I really like him. And I told my husband, Matt, they're both named Matt. So yes. My life is two Matts now.
Yeah.
And I have to like differentiate. So my husband, Matt, I told him, you know, if I end up not liking how he coaches me, or if I think I can do a better job, like, I can always quit. You know, I don't need to stay with him. Well, it turns out I love how he coaches me. I'm his only bikini girl, and I love it. Awesome. We learned bikini together. You know, he never had a bikini athlete go to nationals, like, never. We learned together, and I would not have had, I couldn't have asked for a better coach, because he learned beside me about bikini. Like, he took it upon himself to take me on, and it was a risk taking on a bikini girl when all he knows is men's physique, like classic, like he knows the men's division.
And a risk for you.
Yeah, it was. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm just doing this for fun. And then
that's right.
Yeah. And then he brought me in, and then I won an overall, and I'm like, oh, I'm actually like pretty good at this. Okay. Yeah. All right. And then since being with him, we did nationals, we did our first national show, and that's when I got 9th at Universe. And I was like, all right, I want more. I can do better. I can look better. This is what I want. So I would not have went to nationals. I would not have gotten my pro card if I wouldn't have signed up with a coach.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I truly was doing it for fun to do with my husband. And it turns out me getting a coach meant going pro.
So what would you say to someone who's maybe like kind of worried about hitting the national circuit? Because sometimes people are, they go from being very successful at the regional level to like, how am I going to do at the national shows? Do I even want to go to a national show? Am I ready? Like, what would you tell those people?
So I just did a national show so that me and my coach, that first universe, we did it to see what I needed to look like, to see where I stood against those other girls. Yeah. Now, usually I don't think he does that with guys. I think he like knows whether or not they're going to get like top 5 or not, whether they should go to nationals. But with me, we had no clue what they're looking for. We just went in kind of blindly, like, let's do a national show. And I ended up getting 9th, which is really great. But we both look back and we were like, why did I stand on a national stage? I'm like, I had 0 glutes. I was 91 pounds. Like, why was I?
Literally, though, like most of us on our first national show.
Yes.
Like, so what was I thinking, first of all?
I know, but I still got 9th out of like 30 girls. And I'm like, truly, if you think you want to do a national stage and you think you're ready, that's fine. Set your expectations very low. Expect nothing out of it, because chances are girls who are in at least the top 5 have been doing national shows. They've done at least 2 or 3. At least. So do never expect the pro card on your first one, because it rarely happens.
It's very rare. You just hear about it a lot because it's so rare.
Yeah, you do hear about it, and I'm like, wow, okay. But they also have been bodybuilding for years before that, and they just decided to step on stage when they were ready.
Exactly. Like, a lot of the people who've done that either have an extensive athletic background or great genetics that then they got those newbie gains when they started, or like you said, they've been training for years and years.
Yeah, and then they decided, oh, now it's time to step on a national stage. And they've looked ready for a national stage. They've looked pro. They just never stepped on one.
Like those people at the gym you see that you're like, do you compete? They're like, no, I just love doing this. You're like, that person could literally be a pro. But okay.
I think that all the time. I'm like, please do bodybuilding, please. You would go very far. And they're like, no, I just like lifting. And I'm like, okay, fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, all right. Yeah, first timers, when you step on the national stage, expect nothing, because you'll be so much happier with the outcome. God forbid you do go pro that first time, like, all power to you, but chances are you might not be even in top 5. And be happy with it, because get your feedback, get exactly what you need to work on, and only get better. And if you don't place well at your first national show, please don't do what I did and do another national show the same year, because you're not going to place.
Okay, I was going to ask you about that, actually, because I literally had it written down. I'm like, what made you go? Not because I thought it was crazy necessarily, but because I was like, you don't see that often. I was like, what? I wonder what made her go from 9th at Universe and then continuing. I believe it was that year.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I love it. You're like, not sure.
No, I have no idea. I can't even remember, but we were just like, yeah, let's just like maybe do the one at the end of the year. And I looked better.
Yep.
But I didn't do any better.
Yeah, I think that's one of the hard things too in competing. Like, I wish I could go back and tell myself, yeah, you're doing good. It's been a good year, but like also you're just because you're racking up good in the regional level doesn't mean you should keep competing. Why don't you just stop and go build for the next 2 or 3 years, Celeste? Chill. Yeah. And then then come back and do hit it hard. But we sometimes learn things the hard way.
Yeah, and like I said, that was only my second national show. I don't even remember I don't remember why we decided to do that one. Like, yeah, we brought a better package. We really did. And I still love the way my makeup looked great. My hair looked great. My tan looked great. My shape was good. It's just, it wasn't like, should I have stepped on that stage? Probably not. Like,
which is crazy because I'm looking at your photos now and I was like, yeah, you look way different compared to Universe. Like, you really did look much more full, actually, like really good.
yeah.
But when you then compare that to you winning your pro card,
yeah,
it's like night and day.
And I think the reason we probably did do it is just to bring that fuller look to see how they liked it. I mean, it didn't do anything. I didn't grow, but I brought a fuller look, and I think it was like 94, 95 pounds. So it was a couple pounds heavier on that stage, like 6 months later or whatever. But
so you were what, 104 at Universe this year?
I was like 102.
Okay.
Like 101, 102.
That's significant, the growth. And like the conditioning was even sharper, I would say, this year too.
So yeah. And then compared to 2024, I was so lean for that show. Every day I thought I was gonna die. I was like, I am so lean. My whole we dug so deep for that one, and I got so lean. And they still said don't change a thing, but I'm like, well, okay. They say that, but then me and my coach are like, let's go back to the drawing board. Obviously, don't change a thing, but something has to change. Like, I can look better, obviously. So we came in, I would say, a tad bit softer for Universe than I did in 2024. But yeah, we still dug, and it was still rough.
Yeah, and I think you could afford that because you would put on so much more muscle.
Yeah.
Like, I remember Sandy one time told me, she's like, your conditioning is great, but you don't need to be this conditioned if you put on more muscle. I was like, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I think.
You're like,
noted.
Thank you. So just get bigger. Got it. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how you don't have to be, I mean, you still have to be really conditioned. It's just, like, you can be softer the more muscle you have.
Yeah, I like to think about the girls who have been doing this for a long time. They're in their improvement seasons, but you see them and you're like, dang, they look so good. Like, I think about Maureen, I think about Jen Dory. Like, even in their improvement seasons, they're softer, or their life seasons, they're softer. And you're like, but the muscle mass that they have, like the shape, the form they maintain is because of the muscle mass that they have.
Yep. Especially, I look at Maureen and I'm like, you look perfect 24/7, off season, on the stage. I'm just like, can I look like that all the time? Like, please.
I know.
I love her physique.
I'm like, wait, why do I look kind of like a meatball though when I'm in my improvement?
I mean, I feel that so hard, but people are like, oh no, you look good. And I'm like, yeah, but like, like I could look better.
Yeah, of course.
And I just need more muscle mass to look better in the off season. As sad as it is, like, you just need more muscle mass.
Well, because then, like, you may not be gaining as much body fat too, and the body fat you do gain may not be as noticeable. But there are some times though where, like, when you've got a lot of muscle on your frame too, like, I notice sometimes I don't like how my arms look because I feel like I look bulky. I know people say like, oh, I don't want to get bulky, but like, I'm not trying to perpetuate that because that's not the truth. But like, sometimes I'm just like, I don't know. I like when my arms look a little leaner, and that's not always the case in improvement season,
Yeah, I agree with that, because especially off season for me, the first thing to lean out for me is my upper body and my arms. And in the off season, I just feel like, oh wow, I look pretty big in like dresses.
Right.
I'm like, this isn't the look for me. Tube tops, not the look for me. I have come to terms with that. I do not look good in any kind of tube top. I'm like, I just look large up top, and then it doesn't get, I don't know. For me personally, I'm like,
depends, right?
Yeah.
I know there's certain things where like it depends on what phase I'm in. Like I love a halter top, and then it gets to a point where I'm like, it's giving Olympic swimmer
Right.
meets linebacker. But
Sure.
honestly, like, okay, but I've been having this conversation a lot on the podcast lately, so I want to just continue it with you. What's your take on the demand of more muscle and fullness and size in the bikini division right now?
I don't hate it.
Hmm.
I like it. Sorry. I like it because Fit Model came along. It's kind of like the new
Yep.
old school bikini, and you
Yep.
want to make, you do not want just a smaller bikini. You want to make the divisions look separate.
Exactly.
So I'm okay with more size. However, I don't I don't do wellness for a reason. I don't want to look wellness and I don't want to look figure.
Right.
So I'm fine with size. I'm fine with, conditioning, but as long as they keep that softness, the femininity, I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Okay, that's good insight. Actually, that's been most of the consensus that I've heard.
Because
So,
it's nice to be able to grow, and I want to grow. I want to be bigger. It's just I don't I can never be figure. I don't get lean enough for figure. I'm like, I don't know how they
that's
do it.
hard.
I know. My quads do not lean out. Don't know what it is. They do not lean out. I would have to be probably like 80 pounds on stage if I ever wanted to do it.
That's wild, actually.
My quads do not lean out.
Did you do any sports growing up?
I did. I did softball. I did field hockey, and then I did
Mhm.
like intramural sports like deck hockey,
Oh,
stuff like
wow.
that. Yeah,
Awesome. Okay.
and I loved playing sports, but then I stopped in high school and college, so I missed sports.
Yeah. So if you got into bodybuilding in 2022, you were
20,
27, 26.
26, I think.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was like 26, almost 27.
Yeah, and it was really just you went to watch your husband, now husband, then boyfriend compete, and then you're like, all right, I'm gonna do this. Why that? What happened? What did you see? Like, what made you go, I want to do that?
So I went to watch him, like, I'll scope it out, see what these girls look like. I don't know. And the girl who got the overall, we're friends now. Her name's Julia Ross, the sweetest human ever. I saw her and I was like, that's what I want to look like. I was like, I could do
Oh,
that.
wow.
Like, her energy on stage, phenomenal. She just has the sass, the poise, everything. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to look like that. And I was like, I could do this. I can, and I knew I could. I have no dancing background. I have no gymnastics background. I actually hate being the center of attention. So I
Interesting sport.
yes. So I knew I could do it. I just had to like overcome that
Yes.
initial, I wouldn't say fear, but I was very scared to get up on stage in a bikini and have people judge me. That
Hmm.
was the only part that I was like, oh, can I do this?
Hmm.
It took a couple of shows for me to like get comfortable on stage.
Yeah. When did you feel like you really kind of nailed your stage presence and energy?
Uh, this past year.
That's really awesome. Good. That speaks to your success too.
I every other I mean NPC Nationals, like, yes, I felt comfortable, but I was off stage for a year. I was like, okay, coming back, and I was like still nervous, a little shaky. But then this past year I was like, what do I have to lose? And that shaking, that nervousness went right out the window. I said, no one cares what you look like. Like, truly, the only people looking at you are your family members and the judges.
Yep.
If you bring any family, I only bring my husband.
Really? Never brought anybody else?
No, he's the only person invited at our regional show. A couple of our friends from the gym came, and it's not like I'm inviting people. I'm just like, oh yeah, our show is this date. Like, do what you
With
will with this
that.
information. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do not invite my family. I'm like, no, you're not allowed to come. I don't know.
Why?
They just it would make me more nervous and give me more anxiety and stress me out. I'm like, no, I do this for fun with my husband. Like, I don't know. I don't need all those sides. It makes me feel like I don't care about the strangers. I don't know them. I'm never going to see them. I don't know who they are. I don't care that they're looking at me, but my family, I'm like, no, that's too much pressure. Too much pressure. I know you people, like, you're going to see me. Like, I know you. I don't know.
Yeah, I actually feel similarly. Like I never think about people in the audience. Like that's not my entire journey in competing. I never thought, oh, there's gonna be all these people in the crowd who even competing at expos, even competing like never thought, no. But yeah, when I know my husband's gonna be in the crowd or I know his family was coming or my family's coming, I'm always like, I don't know. I was always excited though when they would come, but yeah, you feel like you're really putting on a show at that
They
point.
know you. Like, they know you. They know what your routine's supposed to look like. And that's where I'm like, oof, oh, now there's stress. Now there's pressure. Now, like, strangers, they have no idea what your routine's supposed to look like. And guaranteed, most of the people in that audience don't really bodybuild. Like, it's usually competitors'
Family
families.
members, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, they don't know what your routine's supposed to look like at all.
Right. It's not until you get like a little further up, and you might find this in the pro league though, like that's when people start really like studying your routine and watching what you're doing and seeing like how things are like. Do you have any feelings about like your pro debut? Like I know you said you just want to be better than your last one, but like are you working on your routine? Are you do you have a show in mind?
So I haven't been really working on a routine. I like play with things once in a while. As a pro debut, I don't know. Sometime next year, definitely. I don't know if I'm gonna do the show, but I really want to do the Hawaii Pro. I don't know why.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, do it. That would be awesome.
Like, it just seems like a fun show to do. I've never been to Hawaii. Me and my husband never went on a honeymoon, so
Yeah.
I feel like that would be so much fun. We could do our honeymoon there, and I could do a show. I don't know. I feel like it'd be so much fun, but
That'd be
not. I
awesome.
don't know if it'll be a pro debut.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that. You might do it as a pro, but maybe it won't be your debut.
Yeah, but I don't know. Sometime next year, definitely.
That's
I just don't
awesome.
know. I don't know what show. I'll have to look. I haven't
Do you
looked at
have like, okay, that's what I was wondering. Like, do you have any that you've been like eyeing for a while?
none at all. I haven't even looked at the schedule, and I'm like, maybe I should to see, like, when are these shows? When could I fit it in? When? Because I don't want to do like a huge show. Like, I don't think I would do Pittsburgh because for me, that's huge. I know tons and tons and tons of girls show up, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. Like, I'd rather like a medium-sized show. And I also have to take into account my coach because he's also a pro, and I don't want to do the same show as him.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't want to take any focus away from him, and I want all that focus to be on me.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever shows he does, I'm going to be like, oh, can't do that, that, and that.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't feel comfortable like doing that.
You like the benefit of it just being like you guys aren't competing at the same time.
Yeah. And then he can focus on me, solely on me. He doesn't have to worry about him and how he's supposed to look that day. Like, I would not want to stress him out at all on his show day, and he wouldn't want to stress me out at all on mine.
Yep. What if y'all both made it to the Olympia?
I don't know. I don't know. We've gotten this far and we'll figure it out. I don't know.
For sure.
Because we just jive so well together. It's like, I just couldn't imagine not being with him. So if that time comes, we'll figure it out.
That'd be a pretty amazing year if both y'all qualified the same year too.
I know he's doing it this year.
Oh, okay.
And so this is his second year, I think second or third, maybe, can't remember, but he'll probably qualify next year too. And who knows? We'll figure it out. We'll navigate that when it comes. because
For sure.
he's obviously never had to navigate that before.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So let's talk about your business and you doing this with your husband. So what have you guys, first of all, what have you guys learned about each other through prepping together, and what have you learned about each other and then like starting a business together?
Honestly, he's the most easygoing person, the most patient
Really?
person. Oh yeah. He I've never seen him angry. We've been together for almost 7 years. I've never seen him angry. Like, he's patient, kind, like everything you would want in a partner and a business partner. It's been so easy.
Good.
This past prep was a little rough because he's dug harder than he's ever had to. So he had like a little moment where he was like mentally deteriorating, which we all
Fair.
get to that point.
Yep.
And but besides like that one day, it's been great prepping together because you have that person. Like,
Yeah.
they hold you accountable.
Yep.
So it's nice to be in prep, but I don't know if, like, we'll probably be in prep next year together too. Hopefully my prep is like at the tail end of his when I start it. I'm hoping, because
Because
I don't know. I just like, we're both annoyed at that
like you
point.
get irritable on
Yeah.
prep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm irritable and he's still nice. He's just very short. And I'm like, okay, all right. I don't know if I want to prep an entire prep together again. It was just because he has to dig hard. And I'm like, I don't know why, like, we're both in prep. I'm like, I don't know why you're all having a mental breakdown and I'm keeping it together. So it was kind of like, it's like a conflict of interest. I was like, I'm all right. Why aren't you okay? Like,
Yeah,
that
that
type of
makes
thing.
sense.
But it, other than that, it does go pretty well, us prepping together and us coaching together. And we just had a guy compete this past weekend. He did really good. It was his second show, and we kind of like bounce ideas off of each other. And I kind of stood back on this prep, and I would just be like, oh, like maybe this could be tweaked or whatever. I would give like tiny bit of insight, but he pretty much did the entire thing by himself. Guy did really well. Obviously, he needs to grow, but I love just bouncing ideas off of each other. He usually coaches the guys, and I usually coach the girls, but we'll bounce like tiny ideas off of each other and be like, what do you think?
Cool.
Just to have like that second opinion.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Plus, sometimes I just have somebody else's eyes on it and go, "Oh, this is kind of what I'm seeing."
Yep. Yep. And I love doing that. And I like that we can do it together. It's not like we're having like hundreds of clients. We take a couple, and it's truly mostly competitors because that's what we love to do.
Oh, okay.
And it's just a passion. It's not our full-time job. Like, we just love doing it because we like helping people. And I want to see people become the best version of themselves. I don't need to see you win. Like, yes, the goal is to get that first place, but I want to see you be the best version of yourself and hopefully get that first place. Like, we are going there. Our intentions are, yes, we want to win, but this is the best we look, and this is everything we could have done.
Yep.
And that's what I like. And I want people to be happy with how they look.
I love that. I think if you place first, but it wasn't the best version of yourself, or even a version of yourself that you respected and liked, then the first place won't feel very good.
Correct. Like, you're gonna be like, well, I got first place, but it's not worth anything if you didn't feel good about how you looked and
Mhm.
you felt like you could do better.
Exactly. Yep.
So for me and us coaching, I tell them, I say, placing doesn't matter. I don't care if you get first. I don't care if you get last. As long as you bring your best physique, as long as you look good, I can't control who's going to show up.
Right.
I can't control that. I don't care who shows up as long as you look good and you
Mhm.
brought your best. That's what matters to me. Now, if you show up and you expect first and you're a sore loser if you don't get it, then I'm like, what's going on? You can't
Right.
expect anything from this sport. Anything. Anything. Like, you cannot control who shows up. It truly is what it is in this sport.
It really is. There's so much more to it than like
Yeah.
you're not scoring points in a game. You're literally being judged.
Yeah. And maybe they see something that you don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Maybe
very
maybe
much
they
so.
maybe they find something on you that you're like, oh, I don't need to work on this. This looks great. And they're like, no, you need to work on this muscle. You
Right,
never know.
exactly.
And get judges' feedback always. Always.
Yes, always. That's such good
Even,
advice.
even if it's don't change a thing, at least they know your face and they've seen you and you've asked for feedback on how to improve. You showed your face and you wanted that feedback.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. And a lot of like the judges I've spoken to have shared, they do remember and they'll remember, oh, that's that athlete who, we've been telling them to grow their upper body, but they showed
Yep.
up 4 weeks later and they brought something. And they're like, why are they here? So it's important to really take that feedback to heart too.
And if they tell you to grow, grow. If they tell you to grow specifically like girls, if they tell you to grow your glutes and don't do another show in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like grow. If they want to see you grow, they're going to see you show up in the next show. You're going to look exactly the same, maybe a little fuller, maybe a little flatter. It's just grow if they tell you to grow. That's my one pet peeve is when people just keep doing show after show after show and you know what you have to improve on and you don't.
Yep.
Just the stage will always be there. Come back next year improved.
Absolutely.
Like,
I agree.
and I don't know if you've seen, but a lot of girls will do like national show after national show and they'll just keep doing them. They'll do like 5 in a row, but their feedback is to grow.
Yeah, in that case, it doesn't make sense to keep doing them. Maybe if it was like you need to grow a little bit and your coach is like, I think we can bring you fuller and you'll be fine. And then you
Yep.
go and you end up actually doing better. Great, good call. But if it's like your top 5, maybe top 10, and they're saying grow, and you mean like seriously grow, and they're like seriously grow, like, yeah,
Yeah.
you probably should go and grow.
Yeah. And who wants to keep showing up, getting like different places? Like you're just honestly, you're spending money at that point.
Yeah,
Just come
so
back.
much money.
I know. I'm like, at that point, just come back. Because next year you could go
Yes.
pro. You never know. Like you could just take that time to grow. Unless you really love stepping on the stage and spending that money and doing that, like it's not worth it. You could
No.
you could come back better the next year.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of money you'll spend on the hotel, the travel, the show, the tan, everything, like that could probably pay for your next year of coaching, or at least
Really
6 months
could.
of it.
It truly could. And I'm not one to love the stage. Like I don't love that's not my favorite part. My favorite, like I get on there to do it. I'm not getting up there because I love to perform. I love putting on the sparkly bikini and do the makeup. It's part of the sport for me.
Absolutely.
And I know people probably love that part. And that's probably why a lot of girls get into it. They see the sparkly bikini and they see the glam and the glit. And then they see, oh, there's a lot of hard work that goes into it. there's a lot of eating, food, training hard, and a lot of it's not pretty.
Right. Absolutely. I have to ask you, because you told me this before we started recording, and I just think it's awesome. So, what inspired the name Jack Rabbit Coaching?
So me and my husband, we have 2 bunnies. We have Penelope and Sydney, and they're free roam. So we wanted to kind of incorporate that into the
Explain
name.
what free roam means.
So they have litter boxes, and so it's like a cat. They go in a litter box, and they don't have cages, and
Okay.
they just roam around our house like a dog or a cat would. And so we wanted to name our coaching business after like a funny like jacked rabbit, so rabbits included.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have a random question about free roaming. Is that what you okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So do you train them like a dog or to like potty train them to go to the litter box?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so kind of like a cat or a dog, you really are training them.
Yep. And you just like put hay in there and they'll just know to go there. Sydney, she knew how to do it as soon as we got her. Penelope, it took like a week. And
Wow.
yeah, they just know to go there for the bathroom and then Yeah, it's like a cat or a dog. They're just
That's amazing.
they hop around our house, and Penelope usually follows me. And
That
when
is so cool.
when I'm traveling for work, she'll follow Matt around the house. Like she will be up his butt. She will not leave him alone. She'll follow him to the
Like,
bathroom.
what?
Yeah, until until I get home. And I'm like,
Aw,
sorry.
that's what she does. That's my
Yeah.
girl.
And she'll run to the fridge for lettuce. She knows lettuce comes from the fridge.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
And
Golly.
she waits at the door for us to come home. Yeah.
That's literally like a dog.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How do you groom them?
Um, so they groom themselves,
Okay.
and they both don't really like being brushed, so we just don't brush them. We'll like pluck their hairs off when they shed, but they groom themselves. They don't need baths or anything. Yeah.
Wow. Huh, do they ever go outside with you guys?
No, I know some people do, but I just we don't really have like a yard to put them in, and I've tried putting harnesses on them and it didn't go very well. They were scared of it and they didn't want to move, so I was like, never mind, you're indoor.
Do they like shuffle around the house or do they like little hip hops, like little hoppities around the house?
They hop around.
Oh my goodness.
Little
How
hops.
high can they hop?
Pretty high. Penelope used to jump up on our bed and it came up to like my hip. Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah. So probably like 2.5 feet. Probably.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, you can train them. There's ones that they're like show rabbits. So
Uh-huh.
Penelope is technically like a show rabbit. And she came, I got her from a breeder. She has a whole lineage. And
Wow.
I could show her if I wanted to, but she would be a horrible show rabbit because she doesn't sit still.
Oh.
She loves adventuring. She loves getting into things. She's very adventurous.
That's so cool. How does she adventure like on a day-to-day basis?
She has her like little area, and then she'll come visit me. Like my office is behind like our living room, so she'll come and visit me. She'll go up into Matt's office. She'll like go to the fridge. She likes to get into things. If she's bored, she likes chewing on cardboard. She
This is
she's a
amazing.
mess. If she's not getting attention, she likes to chew on baseboards.
Oh, or she like a puppy?
Yeah, it's like a toddler.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So if she's not getting enough attention, she'll chew on things.
My dog, if he doesn't get enough attention, sometimes he'll like go and he'll just pee. Like he does like retaliation pees, but he's not even one yet, so I like give him some grace. But he's like he's a little retaliatory, and or he'll go and he'll take towels off of the like handles in our kitchen and stuff. So he'll just like grab it, and I'm like, and then the other day I realized like he's literally like a toddler because my nephew, he is a toddler, and like the way I interact with him, like you can predict, what they're about to do. You're like, I know you, I know what you're thinking, I know what you're feeling. And then Bubba, that's my dog's name. Yeah, Sir Bubba Tater, but mostly Bubba. Um,
I love
he's
that.
like, thank you. He was like going, I saw him. And I was like, he's getting mad. I threw something away. I didn't even look down, and my hand was already down there getting something out of his mouth. And I was like, this is the moment she realized her dog is a toddler and she is its mother. Like, that was the moment. It was like, I didn't even have to look. I just knew. So, sounds like your Penelope is very similar.
Yeah, she likes to get into things. So we keep cardboard like in random places of our house just so.
That's what she'll chew on instead.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
smart.
Because if you have rabbits, hopefully you don't have any prized possessions or you like material things because they will find a way to chew on them.
Great.
Yeah.
That's a good warning, I think we got to put a warning label on some of these things. There's like, sure, it's all cute, it's all fun until they're chewing up your side of your couch.
Yeah, they don't chew that, but they both chew walls. Penelope chews more than Sydney does. Sydney's like a perfect angel baby, and she doesn't get in too much. But Penelope will just chew anything and everything if she's bad at it.
I'm like, what's up with the retaliation? It's like,
I don't know. I'm like, she randomly chewed on a wall and she's lived in this house for her entire life. And she just randomly chewed on a wall because she was mad. I'm like, thank you.
thank you for that.
That's really nice. Thank you.
I gotta fix that now, but okay.
Yeah. And I'm afraid I still haven't fixed it. I'm afraid if I fix it, she'll just chew on it again as a retaliation because I fixed it.
Yes, how dare you?
I know.
You pay the price for a long time.
Yeah. So living with rabbits is fun.
That's amazing. Oh my goodness. Well, I think that's so creative. You brought that into your guys' coaching name, and
Yeah.
just cool that you guys do it out of passion. And obviously, you've shared a lot of really great insight with us from your journey and your own experiences. Is there anything that I haven't asked you that you wish I would have or that you wanted to share?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. So then, what is your best advice for someone who's thinking about competing but hasn't yet, and for someone who's on their road to pro?
Someone who hasn't competed, if you're on the fence, just know it takes a lot of hard work and it's worth it in the end, no matter the placing. It kind of gives you something to look forward to every day and a goal. I know a lot of us were athletes growing up, and this gives you an outlet to be an athlete again, and it pushes you to be better every day. Somebody who's going road to pro, it'll happen when it happens. Please don't expect anything, and you don't need to share that it's your road to pro. Just do it. Do it for you. Don't do it for anyone else. Whether you're a nobody or you're an influencer, your road to pro, just do it quietly, because people are going to have a lot of opinions, and maybe you step on that national stage and you're thinking like, I'm going to go pro. Don't ever think that. Just show up and do your best and have fun. I learned to have fun. This sport, it can tear you down. You can get really in your head and you can get the worst placing of your life at national shows. Don't worry about it. Do it for fun and learn from it, grow from it. And if you truly want to go pro, build.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do national show after national show. Just build and come back better and undeniable, and you will go pro.
Love that.
And you don't have to do every single national show to prove that you are meant to be a pro. When you've grown enough and you've brought your best physique, you will go pro. It'll happen. It'll happen.
Love that. No, thank you for that advice. And I want people to be able to connect with you, follow you, even work with you. So how can they do that?
I have Instagram and I do have TikTok. I don't post on TikTok, but you can link them. I'll share my TikTok and my Instagram. And I also have an Instagram for our coaching business, but just DM us if you want to work with me or Matt.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll put that in the show notes page. So you guys, that's always on celestial.fit/podcast. If you are listening to this, right when it came out, it'll be at the top of the page. If you're listening far, far in the future, it'll be in the category section, which is alphabetized. Not only will you find the links to connect with us, but you're also going to see a full breakdown of the episode. You'll see a bulleted list of the topics we covered, as well as episode timestamps, so you can go back, listen to your favorite parts, or of course share it with your friends, your family, your teammates. Let them know what resonated most with you. And of course, it goes such a long way when you tag us and let us know what you thought about the episode, or just even reach out to the athletes privately and let them know. It means so much. And it keeps our community, I think, really even more connected. So I want to thank you guys in advance for doing that. And Marissa, thank you for joining me today.
No problem. I love this. This was the highlight of my day.
Oh my gosh, me too. Seriously. So to everybody listening, I hope y'all have an amazing rest of your day, night, or morning, wherever you are in the world while you're listening to this episode. Just make it awesome.